All right. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody feeling good, because I know I'm feeling good, all right? I'm in a really high vibrational space right now, and that's thanks to the fast that I'm on. And I'm on like day 3 so far, and I did a dry fast the first day. It was a soft dry fast, so I still showered and everything, but I didn't drink any water, didn't consume any food. That was for a whole 24 hours and then some, because I didn't drink water until like mid-afternoon, after that 24-hour period. Um, and right now, I ain't got nothing in my system but water and the light of God that I am. And I just want to share just my energy with you, and of course my experiences in general, because I really want to motivate the soul that's watching this video to embark on their own unique, beautiful spiritual journey, because we all are spiritual beings having a human experience. You are so much more than you think. You are so much greater than you believe, and that will never change. No matter what you think of yourself, no matter what you've experienced in your life, I promise you, you are an eternal dreamer dreaming an eternal dream. You are the light. You are consciousness itself, and that's all that reality is consciousness. Let me tell you, man, when you really start meditating daily, you start fasting, you start eating clean, whole, healthy foods, bro, you become a whole new person. Like, there's no other way to put it. But really, you just become the person that you truly are, which is God. And it's just beautiful. It's like, I don't want to over exaggerate anything, because I know that's what a lot of people in the spiritual community tend to do. Now, there's some experiences, of course, that really are transcendental, like people, transporting to other planets through consciousness and meeting other beings. That stuff is real. You need your third eye really activated to really do stuff like that, or just be a pro meditator. Seeing certain patterns in the tapestry of life and stuff like that with your third eye awakened. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these grand mystical experiences are not real. They certainly are. But I just want to let you know that when you're in the beginning stages of your spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension, it's still amazing, but don't expect to be meeting aliens or nothing like that anytime soon. But even still, I can tell you myself, like, I'm not no grandmaster spiritual guru or nothing like that. I stay saying that in my videos, but that's just because I just want to be transparent here. I want you to know that I am beyond honest, okay? I will never lie. I will never stretch the truth just to sell you a message or nothing like that. Like, I just want to give you my true, rich, authentic experience, so I could possibly help you out in your own journey and, with your experiences in life. So, where do I even want to start, man? I mean, well, let me talk about dreams, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've had some pretty bizarre, or more so cool, astral projection and, of course, lucid dreaming experiences. And they've really picked up since I made the change to stop eating meat, stop eating processed junk foods, and picked up the whole foods, the fruits and stuff like that, vegetables, drinking smoothies and stuff. And I've been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of prayer, all that stuff, the law of attraction, you name it. And of course, as a result, my vibration has raised significantly than it's ever been in my entire life. And I believe I should mention that I really started hammering in on the spiritual stuff maybe about, like, it was obviously a progressive thing, but I would say it started, like, officially, like, it was like, oh yeah, I'm 10 toes down totally in this, just about 2 years ago. It really picked up last year, but I started like 2 years ago, and I'm 25 now. And this is a lifelong thing. This never ends. We are spiritual beings, like I mentioned previously. So throughout that whole entire time, throughout the past 2 years of just deciding to really just tap into the true light being that I am, like, life has changed. And, like, the way I view life, the way I feel about life and interactions with people and even animals and the environment, totally different. It's a deeper appreciation a deeper sense of belonging, a deeper sense of connectedness, and I could just tell I've really became such a beautiful person, just such a wonderful human being. And I mean that in a very honest and humble way, like I'm a very honest and transparent person, both to myself and to other people. So I'll never lie on myself and I'll never lie on others. I'm gonna always keep it real. And I can truly say that I have became a wonderful human being since I started my spiritual journey. All right. And so with that said, let me get back to the dream. So I don't necessarily want to tell you anything too deep about it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's okay because it's it's a natural projection experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm telling you my manifestations or nothing like that. So, okay, the first one I want to start with is this one time I was sleeping and dreaming, and next thing you know, I'm floating kind of in the middle of my living room, and I thought I was awake for a second, but then I realized I wasn't because I wasn't standing completely on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt really light, and I realized, oh, I must be astral. Well, I guess I wouldn't be astral projection. That'd be astral traveling then, since I was out of the body. And before I even continue the story, what's really cool about it, now mind you, around this time, like I was already eating whole foods, eating clean, and praying and meditating and all that stuff. They say that when you are in the process of leaving the body, it's like vibrations and stuff like that, and it can be scary and all that stuff because it's an unfamiliar sensation. But for me, like I was just out of the body, you know what I'm saying? I don't even remember none of that. And to this day, I still believe that is because of me deciding to make the change to eat clean and think clean and stuff like that. Like because my vibrational frequency was already high and smooth, it was no problem getting out the body. In fact, it just happened, I guess you could say, unconsciously, right? So, okay, back to the story. So I'm sitting there floating in the middle of my living room, and I have a dog, a beautiful dog named Mari. Y'all might have already seen her on my previous posts and stuff like that. I don't post her too much, but maybe I'll introduce her a little bit more. She's such a sweetheart. She's just a little baby. She's only 1 year old. But anyways, before I actually fell asleep, I put her in the cage. And like I said, I'm floating in the middle of the living room where I'm sleeping, and then she just runs over. But instead of running over to me where I'm seeing her, she runs over to where my body is asleep. My physical body, that is. And I'm trying to call her. I'm trying to get her attention. I'm like, Mari, hey, hey, look at me. I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? Floating. Don't you see me? But I guess she didn't see me, and she was just trying to wake up the physical me. And she was like whining too, like as if like maybe something was either wrong or that maybe she had to go outside. But I was trying to get her attention, but she wouldn't respond. I guess she couldn't see me. She didn't pay me no mind. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I, kind of just travel over to another side of my living room, and I'm like, well, since I'm out of the body, I can go wherever I want. And I asked to go see God. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what I asked. Even though like even around that time I already knew that we are the God. You know what I'm saying? Because we are all one and the same. We're just different individual expressions of that same consciousness. But even still, I was thinking like maybe there's still like that one singular God that I can meet. That was just a quick thought in my head, and I didn't go anywhere. Maybe that's because, like I said, it's me anyways. Maybe I should have been more specific and said my higher self or something. I don't know. I'm still learning, y'all. So anyways, yeah, it didn't work. And I think I asked to go somewhere else. I can't remember where. That didn't work. But the moment I asked to go see my best friend, who I've been friends with for like almost my entire life. Like we met when we were like 7, 8 years old, and we're both the same age. We're 25. Okay, so that's my guy, man. Shout out to Lideless. That's spelled Liedless. Now, as of recently, I think he changed the first part of the L, like the L to be, lied, to a 7. But I'll still, look, by the time I get ready to upload this, I'll link it on the, first of all, I'll link it in the video, and then I'll put it on the screen so you can see. And I really want you to check him out because he's such an amazing, talented person. He's a genius. I could go on and on about my best friend, okay? Anyways, I'm rambling on. Let me get back to the point. So the moment that I asked to go see my best friend to check up on him and see how he was doing, bro, I kid you not, my apartment started shifting into his apartment. No cap. Like, I slowly but surely saw it starting to, change into his house. And I was like, oh, it's happening. But I guess that maybe because I got so excited, it botched the experience, because I wasn't scared. I was like, yeah, about to really experience this thing for the first time. And, then it just shifted back to my apartment. So maybe that request was working because my heart was in it. Like, I truly wanted to see him to make sure he was doing okay. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still learning and all that stuff, but that's a pretty good feeling that I have about it. And after that ended, I was like, okay, well, I'll just try to fly up out of the house. So then, I started floating up into the ceiling, and then I was like halfway through the ceiling, but for some reason I couldn't get all the way through. And I was like, whatever, I floated back down, and then next thing you know, I just snapped back into my body and actually woke up. So that was one of the experiences that I had that truly let me know I am really not a human being, because I literally experienced myself as consciousness, like, because even when I looked at my hands, like, I could still somehow feel like the structure of my body, but I had no body, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really cool. But yeah, I looked at my hands and there were no hands. There was nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was just, I guess, pure consciousness, pure energy, but I was still me with the same thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And I was still able to move my arm as if I had a physical arm, but there was nothing there, like I said. So again, that really let me know that I am so much more than a human being, quite literally. And then I've had some actual astral projection experiences that were pretty interesting, like, even after that time, I found it hard to get out the body, maybe because every time that it happens when I'm actually aware of it, I get too excited and I end up botching the process. And then I always figured that because I'm trying to force myself up as if I'm in my physical body, I end up actually moving my physical body when it's in the paralysis, but anyways, but what usually happens is, like, my legs start to flow up, but not my physical legs, like my metaphysical legs, like my energy legs. Like, I can feel them floating up out the body, but the rest of my body is like still in the upper portion stuck. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I can at least lift up my metaphysical hands. And like I mentioned previously with my astral projection experience, when I look at my hands, there's nothing there. Just like with my legs when they're actually floating up on their own. So that might let me know that whenever, I'm going through the astral projection, phase to get out the body, maybe I should just relax. Because like I said, like, my legs will just naturally float up on their own anyway. So maybe I just need to just wait and be patient. Because I'd be excited. I'd be like, bro, about time. I'm trying to go have some really dope experiences out here, all right? And learn some more about, the truth of life. Because I hear you can actually transport to the actual astral realm and really tap into the library. What do they call it? I think they call it the Akashic Records or something like that. There's another name for it too, I believe. But if you heard about it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, search in the Akashic Records. That's spelled Akashic, and then records, and to teach you about it. And that is apparently a library that's full of all the information that's ever existed. You'll probably meet people that you've actually already known in your past lives and stuff like that. And all types of other things and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'd be getting excited to get out the body. So I haven't really been out of my body astral projecting in a minute, and I really haven't had the attention to do so in a while. But I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll update y'all on how that goes. So, but yeah, so just me even just experiencing myself as something other than human lets me know I'm clearly not human. I'm just harboring this body for the time being, because I am consciousness dreaming of itself as a human character, which is the source energy, which is what we refer to as God. And you are the same exact being. Okay. So And then I had this crazy astral projection experience, man. I didn't think I was ever going to talk about this on camera, but this one was insane because it was like, bro, I can't even really describe it to you to the fullest, amazingness experience that it was, man. I'm trying to find the word, but like, it was like, okay, I knew I was going into the astral project, or I should say the astral travel sequence, you get what I'm saying. And as it was happening, it was a bit scary at first because I heard music playing in my head. Like, I mean, like it sounded like, imagine like an old army, like a medieval type of, the army is coming through and we're marching and we're hitting our snare drums. Like, it sounded like that. Like it really sounded like actually a royal awakening. Like, that's the best way I could put it. Like, as if like it was a king returning to his senses or something, returning to the throne. And like it was like it was like that, you know what I'm saying? Which was really interesting because I was like, bro, I know that's not coming from my phone because I put on a frequency before I went to sleep that had nothing to do with drums. And even after I snapped out of the experience, there was no audio like that playing. So I knew that this was a whole thing going on in my own dimensional field of space. So that really already amazed me, the fact that I was hearing music, and it was so subtle, and it was just cold, man. Like, that beat, I was like, ooh. But anyways, so as I was happening, next thing you know, I'm seeing, and vividly, like, just like I'm like traveling through like the sky or something. And bro, let me slow down because I really want to tell y'all this detail for detail. Okay, hold on, because I'm excited. Okay. So I was like, and look, this was an unconscious effort. It was as if it was conscious, but it was unconscious at the same time. Like, I wasn't necessarily choosing to travel the way I was traveling, but I was just surrendering to the moment. I was surrendering to it. I just trusted in the divine, and I just allowed myself to go through this experience. And like I said, like, I floated up to the sky, and the sky was crystal clear blue. There was no clouds, nothing like that. And next thing you know, there was a bunch of like emoji tablet looking things coming towards me, and they had like heart icons on them, and then they had crown icons on them, and they were just like, look, this is, first of all, they were really this shaped. They were shaped like this case. I'm not even joking. And they were just floating subtly towards me like this. I'm trying to do it without dropping it, okay, because I'm holding this phone and holding this, so just bear with me here. They're floating towards me like this. I'm trying to hold it steady. But look, they were like this. I'm not joking. This is literally what I was seeing, but imagine like a bunch of them. It was a bunch of them, and they were purple, and the icons in them were colored white. So like I said, there was like a bunch of hearts and a bunch of crowns in that like emoji shaped like square thing coming towards me. And then after that happened, like, mind you, I'm already high up in the air. Next thing you know, I'm going downwards, and then I fly down a little bit further, and then, my body comes upright like this. And then, bro, I'm not joking, there was just a bunch of text in front of me. Like, just a bunch of words in front of me that were saying so much stuff, and some of it seemed to be in English, and some of it seemed to be in another language. I don't know. But the thing is that it was going so fast, like it was like a movie credit thing, you know what I'm saying? You know how like the credits roll, but except it was moving fast. I didn't have enough time to read nothing. Like, I think I saw a few words, but I can't even remember what they said to this day, all right? Even after I snapped out of the experience and wrote it down, I still couldn't really remember what exactly was said. But just know, like, it was a bunch of words in front of me. I was like, okay, what's going on here? This is incredible. And then I went down even further, and below me was the ocean. And when that was happening, I wanted to go a bit deeper, but I got a little too freaked out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I chickened out because once when we hit that water, I didn't feel anything or nothing like that, but it was just like, I felt like it was gonna reveal to me an even deeper truth that I clearly wasn't ready for yet. Because, as above, so below. And You know, we're going into the ocean, and they say that's like the most mysterious thing on the planet anyway. So it was going to reveal something crazy to me. And by the time we even like kind of submerged, not even midway, I was like, all right, I'm done. And I purposefully moved my body so I could snap out of the experience. But man, let me tell you, that was the most wildest one I've had thus far. And that just lets me know that there is so much more to consciousness, so much more to who we are. There's so much deeper truths and infinite realities and dimensions out there. So it's, man, it's amazing. So anyways, I just told you all that because I really want to inspire you to tap into your full potential as a being, okay? Because you have powers. You are this amazing being, and you can manifest anything you want to your reality. So as long as you believe in it and you let go of the attachment to the desire, you know what I'm saying? Because you are God, and everything wants to experience you. Your manifestations want you more than you want them. All right, because you get to give them meaning. So anyways, with that said, man, listen, I would really love for y'all to not only share this video, but to also support me on Patreon, because on there I will be super consistent with, you know, the uploads and everything like that. And I can actually personally connect with you and pretty much help you on your journey. You know, like, I'm not no master, I'm not no teacher, nothing like that, but I just have a sense of leadership within me, and I truly want to help other people get on the right path so I can help just as many people as possible raise the vibrational frequency of this planet, because that's what we all down here to do, is to remember who we are and help other people remember who they are. And that's where I come into the picture. That's why I'm even making this video right now. I'm making this for all of us, you get what I'm saying? Because I came to all of this stuff, like I became inspired to become spiritual, or not become spiritual. I became inspired to embark on my own spiritual journey because of the information that I've received from other creators who have already been on their journey. So, you know, I just feel obligated to do the same for other people, because it's only right. You know, if my life has already changed in this positive direction just from coming across content on my feed, then I ought to return the favor and do the same for, you know, all of y'all, quite possibly anybody who hasn't received this information. And maybe you have, but, you know, maybe you just haven't felt inspired to do it until someone like me has came around to talk about it in such an honest and transparent way, you know. So like I said, I would really love for you to, you know, support me on Patreon, because, you know, to help one is to help another, you know what I'm saying? And my whole ultimate goal is to really give back to the community anyways, not just through knowledge, but of course through financial means, because I understand that it's important to have money. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is so special. It funds everybody's dreams. It gets everybody to pull their best efforts forward to a cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could do so much great things with money. So I'm gonna just tell you this, your money is nowhere near in bad hands with me. And I'm not saying this to convince you, because you don't know me, and that's understandable. But listen, like, I know me. And I'm telling you, like, the plans that I have for this planet are immaculate, all right? And it's not to say that I'm trying to bear some super heavy weight on my shoulders. No, this is just the light within me that's acting right now, that's moving forward and just doing what I'm here to do. I'm just being exactly who I am, and I'm really hoping that you do the same thing, that you choose to be who you are. So again, I promise you, you are not wasting your money on me. Your money is not going to waste, all right? But listen, if you are having financial struggles, don't worry about it, all right? I'm gonna need you to get right first on that before even worrying about supporting me. But if you got it like that, you know what I'm saying? If you got a couple of dollars to spare and you really find the information that I have to talk about valuable, then hey, I'm all open. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to receiving, you feel me? And I'm telling you, it's all gonna be given back anyways, because as I accumulate more wealth, what makes you think I'm gonna hold on to that? I can't even take that with me. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of accumulating wealth is to spread that around, because once when you're an abundant person, you're not thinking in lack. So you're not holding on to money. You're not being greedy and selfish about it. You're willing to actually give that out to the world and to people who need it especially. And I'm one of those people, all right? So anyways, that's enough of that. Um, I know there was another topic I wanted to talk about. Trying to let it come to me real quick. I talked about astral projecting and stuff like that. Um, yeah, manifestation, everything like that too. Um, I'll make a separate video to go even deeper into the topic, but I want to let you know that when your vibrational frequency is high, then you have a higher chance at manifesting your desires just like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's really where fasting comes into place, because fasting is a way to clean your internal system. Like, you literally cleanse your body both physically and metaphysically. So any energies that are lingering within you are most likely causing blockages in your life that are not allowing you to manifest the things that you want, at least not anytime soon. So that's why it's important to fast for at least 3 days, because 3 days is like the minimum required time for your body to fully be cleansed. But the longer you go, the better, you know what I'm saying? Because after you clean your body of everything, all that's left is you and God, which is who you are, by the way. I'm not trying to make it sound separate, but I'm just saying all that's left is the pure light energy being that you are. And therefore your vessel is ready to receive your manifestations, because now your vibrational frequency is on the level of those things that you're trying to manifest. Your vessel is ready to receive those things. The universe will know you're ready right then and there just from that. So once when you affirm, script, visualize, it becomes that much more potent when you're in a fasted state. So there's so many benefits towards fasting that it certainly is worth doing so. And I know it's a bit tough to give up eating food when you've been used to doing it so much. Trust me, I understand. This is not my first time fasting. I fasted already, I fasted kind of throughout the year, so I've almost been fasting for a year. And I can still tell you that even to this day, it's still a bit tough, you know what I'm saying? But I promise you, if you just tell yourself you can do it, you can do it. Because, it's mind over matter at the end of the day. So I'm gonna tell you that you'll be all right. I'm probably about to go to maybe 5 days. I'll probably go 5 days fasting. A little bit longer if I'm really up to it. But I'm telling y'all, man, the transformation is insane, and you'll thank yourself later. So when you come up off the fast, if you do decide to do so, make sure you break your fast with, first of all, smoothies. You don't want to be eating solid foods off the rip after not eating nothing. That's just going to give you, bubble guts. I try to keep it as PG as possible. But you definitely want to break the fast with some whole healthy foods, starting with smoothies. And then you want to move and transition to fruits, because your body is like a sponge after that fast, bro. So if you go back to eating any junk foods you was eating previously, well then you might as well have not fasted, because that's what you'll become. Because your body will really absorb any nutrients that are being given to it after the fast. So if what you're consuming is whole foods, you're going to get a lot more nutrients and vitamins out of those whole foods than you would previously towards going on the fast. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't fasted but you've been eating whole foods, you are potentially missing out on even more nutrients and vitamins that you would get after going on a fast and then eating those same whole foods. All right, I think I made that clear. So it's definitely worth going on a fast, because after you eat those whole foods, that's what you become. And your vibrational frequency will increase even higher, and your energy levels will be through the roof. I'm not joking, through the roof. All the way up to the sky, man. I don't know if you can see it, but all the way to the sky, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like Superman, I'm telling you, because already when you are in a fasted state, and once you get past that period of being fatigued and having no energy, you already lose the desire to eat. So you pretty much hit a home run. At that point, you could go 20 days without eating and you'll be fine. I'm telling you, you'll legit feel like a whole new person already, just being in the fasted state. Like, you'll have newfound energy. You ain't got no more blockages, nothing like that. So then imagine how you gonna feel when you refuel back up on some whole foods. You see what I'm saying? Boy, I'm telling you, you might just fly. So anyways, I think I broke all of that down pretty smoothly. With that said, thank you for listening. I really appreciate you for even being here. To anybody that's here, I don't care if it's one person, 100 people, 1,000 people, thanks for listening, man. And I really hope that everything manifests for you this year. I really hope that all of your dreams come true and that you experience nothing but peace, love, happiness, all that great stuff, because that is who you are anyway. So you deserve that by nature. So with that said, take tremendous care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.